Hey guys, welcome back to Diving Deep in Thought. You're here with Elias, and today I want to talk to you guys about a fairy tale that's pretty old. It was written in the 1800s and it's known to be dated about 5,000 years ago and being told in a language that doesn't even exist today. So, this is a story or fairy tale for children today. It's got very strong themes that most people would overlook, but they're very powerful if we get to the bottom of them. So, I'm going to dive deep into the meaning of them after I tell you the story. And today, the fairy tale is Jack and the Beanstalk. Don't get, don't think this is too simple. Let me tell you the story, and then I'll tell you the meaning behind it. So, I'm sure you're probably aware of Jack and the Beanstalk, but I'll quickly run through it now. So, Jack lives with his mother. They're both very poor. His father's died, and his mum's widowed, and they live together. They've sold all their possessions in order to eat. And the last thing left is his skinny cow. And Jack's mother says to him, take this cow to the market and trade it for some food to eat. So Jack takes this cow, and as he's walking to the market, he finds an old man. The old man stops him and asks him to trade the cow for these 5 magic beans. Jack sits there questioning this decision. He doesn't know what to do. Then, after some time, Jack reluctantly accepts the 5 magic beans and the cow gets handed over to the old guy. Now, as Jack goes home and shows his mother the 5 magic beans, she gets furious with him. She grabs these beans and throws them out the window. Jack goes to sleep with no dinner. He's very, very angry. When Jack wakes up, he's surprised to see this beanstalk that's growing up to the clouds. And his curiosity gets the better of him. And Jack finds a way to climb all the way up to the top. When he gets to the clouds, he finds that there's a castle up there. And in this castle, the door and everything is so big, he's able to walk underneath. He goes inside and finds the giant's wife. He asks the giant's wife for some food. He sits and eats. As he hears the giant about to open the door, Jack hides, and the giant says, "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones and make my bread." And the wife says, "There is no little boy here." So the giant goes into the room, counts his money, and falls asleep. Now Jack, having, the fact that he's climbed and gone to the effort to get to the top, goes into the room, steals the money, the bag of money, and goes down to his mum and hands her the money. His mum's very happy. They live happily for a bit of time until the money runs out. And his mum says to him, "Do not climb the beanstalk." Jack, surprisingly enough, his curiosity gets the better of him again, and he goes up. As he goes up, the scene is repeated again. The wife gives him food. The giant comes in looking for the boy. He's hiding. And in the room, there is a duck or a goose that lays golden eggs. So as the giant is sleeping, Jack steals this goose and goes down the beanstalk again and gives the goose to his mum, who sees that it's laying golden eggs, and they're very, very happy. His mum once again tells him, "Do not climb the beanstalk." Jack's curiosity gets the better of him once more and feels the need to go up. He can't resist, so he climbs up the beanstalk for the final time. As he goes up the beanstalk, he meets the giant's wife once more, and he eats, and then the giant walks in. The same things happen again. Then the giant goes into his room, and the giant sleeps to this harp that's playing. When the giant sleeps, the harp stops playing. Jack walks into the room, steals the harp. As he grabs the harp yells out, "Master, I've been stolen." The giant wakes up and follows Jack all the way down the beanstalk, but he's behind him. Jack is too quick. When Jack gets to the bottom, he gets an axe and cuts the beanstalk. It falls, and the giant dies. And obviously Jack takes the harp to his mum, and she's very pleased, and they live happily ever after. So what is the meaning behind all of this? The 3 items that Jack accomplishes due to his curiosity is money, then a goose that lays golden eggs, and then the third thing is the harp. So what do these three things represent in our lives? So the money is the accumulation of a commodity. He gets the money to get him out of trouble. He knows his dad is no longer there, so he's got to step up and be the man, and he's got to provide for his mum. So his love for his mum is greater than any desire or fear of going up. He overcomes his mum's fear and her identity of being who she is. But when he finally accomplishes that money, she's very happy to see him, an accomplished person. Now, when the money runs out, Jack realizes that he needs something more long-term. And the goose that lays the golden eggs is like an investment, like a property. It gives him a passive income. So then Jack feels the need to get something as an investment so that the longevity of his money can continue. But that doesn't satisfy Jack yet. He still has this hunger. Jack is still seeking something more than eternal wealth. And what he tends to do is he goes for the last thing, and he goes up once more to prove a point. And when he gets up there, he gets this harp. Now the harp represents his calling in life. This is the thing that Jack needs to give to his mum, to tell his mum that at the end of the day, when he is gone, there's a legacy left behind, and that is the calling. The harp represents your calling in life. So although you can make all the money in the world, it will get wasted. It's very important to have a passive income to keep you going, because Jack understood the difference between having money, a commodity, and wealth, which is wealth is basically the measure of how long you can live based on the assets you have or money you have. So wealth is measured different to money. Money is a commodity, and wealth is your ability to live. So wealthy people base how wealthy they are on the time it takes them to spend that wealth. So wealth is long term, money is just a commodity. You gain value from wealth because you create. Wealth creation comes from a purpose. When you have a purpose, you're living beyond just a commodity. And the harp is the calling. And when Jack defeats or takes the risk each time with the giant, that just shows us that we're going to face adversities in life. And in order to make money, you're going to face adversities. Even more adversities will come about when you're going to create wealth. And then the biggest adversity of all, and this is when he defeats the dragon and discovers who he is the harp, his calling. This is defeating all the obstacles, all the limiting beliefs that you have in your life. The story that you keep telling yourself every morning when you wake up or just before you sleep. You know, that film that runs through your mind telling you that you're not good enough or you'll never amount to this. Well, this is the same thing that Jack had to go through. What pushed him to get to this level is the fact that his father wasn't there to show him. He had to step up. He had to be the man of the house. He had to provide for his mother. And the love for the son and the mother is so deep that there was no obstacle Jack wouldn't take in order to accomplish it for him and his mother, so they both could live happily ever after. So this is the breakdown of Jack and the Beanstalk. It's a bit more than what you'd probably see at face value of this kid stealing things from a giant. It's a symbolism of growth and self-realization, and understanding that everything takes time. Everyone must face a giant in their life. What giants are you facing? And how many times are you willing to face him until he gets defeated? And what are you necessarily going to get on the other end of facing the giant? That's the important part. It's having that hope. The hope is on the other side of our fears. And it's really important to have hope, because Jack had hope. He risked his life in order to reap the rewards. So thanks for listening, guys. That's it for today, and I'll see you later. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.